Elections or electoral matters are not part of a democracy, they are the foundational basis. Nigeria will not move forward until we fix this issue. When votes begin to count, there is no country in the world where people vote for their leaders, where 100 citizens will be killed and the leader will be on a vacation. It only happens where there is electoral malpractice and judicial calisthenics. All our points are very valid. Independent candidacy, compulsory use of electronic technology for our elections, and eyes on the judiciary. An almost sophisticated criminal enterprise. What is going on in government is a deliberate attempt to undermine the will of the people. And the issue of election will only become possible when Nigerians wake up and make elections to the extent of a crisis, where you take it as a crisis. Because let us just look at the scenario. A person collects 300 and something billion for one purpose, electronic transmission of results. On the day of the election, you say there was a glitch. What caused the glitch? Any serious-minded government should at least be interested in knowing why we should not have other glitches going forward. Have you seen, I don't know, anybody, the current president, come out to tell you that I'm interested in free and fair elections and I want to commit to that? Anybody that has said that from the president or anybody in this government? Now, do you know that the Senate Committee chairman on INEC used to be Senator Sharafadin Abiodun? He was taken out somehow and replaced by Senator Simon Bakola of yours truly, who incidentally is the former DG of the Tinubu campaign in 2023. So now, if you see all of this mischief going on, the NBA president, Mazi, the respected SCM, mentioned Ghana's election. I took a personal pain to also visit the Ghana Electoral Commission. Do you know that incidentally, Professor Mahmoud was in Ghana during the election to assist them? Are you aware that Nigeria assisted Ghana to get a process that they got right and you got wrong? And you were assisting them. So that is where the Nigerian electoral conversation is. As it is now, civil society must understand, all of us must know that all of this paper presentation and communication with the National Assembly must be backed up by civic action by Nigerians. The Secretary General of NUJs made a statement that how do we get politicians or leaders to put personal interest aside for national interest? There is a problem where leaders decide to promote personal interest against national interest. Why should a handful of people hold more than 200 million others hostage and they cannot force their hand to do what they need to do? There is a judicial aspect of it. If the judiciary does the right thing, we will not have problems. But because unfortunately they are the unelected arm of government, for you to reform them, you must pass through the National Assembly. So that is why, as it is today, part of the recommendations, the judiciary cannot be picking leaders for the people. That is the judicialization of the electoral process we talked about. You can either declare a rerun or a cancellation. You cannot say there was a glitch and then there was a winner. In the same election, how did you have a glitch and a winner attached? So this electronic transmission of results, electronic technology, Professor Mahmoud Yakubu wrote an INEC position paper on the reason why they needed technology to reduce human interference. Because look, even if Pope John Paul wake up from his grave and elect INEC chairman, the best of man is man. He get the kind of dollars INEC chairman will see, he will begin to have convulsion. You will not know what will happen. The server may not work. Because even that server, there is a human glitch part of it now. Elections, good laws are implemented by people. That is what we are talking about. To reduce human interference, Nigerian youths have the capacity to build a server that will have protection and back-end support. We must mobilize ourselves as Nigerians. This statement is from an INEC National Commissioner. The issues of election must be taken to the point of a crisis. Nigerians must be ready that as we submit these proposals on electronic technology, even a lot of these beavers and equipment, there is no time. There are allegations that they are also equipment of criminality. There have been proposals to INEC on using bank technology, using immovable electronic devices. There is a whole lot. But guess what? As we are talking now, there is almost a standing order in the National Assembly. Nobody is talking about electronic technology. The same INEC who brought it since as far back as 2018. Nobody is talking about electronic technology 2 years after having a glitch. So my dear people, for me, I have become sick and tired of being sick and tired. So as it is now moving forward with all of the recommendations, it is good. I thank all our learned colleagues. We will need to now mobilize Nigerians. That Occupy National Assembly, the mattress I bought and I used during Senator Natasha, we'll have to use it again. As soon as they begin deliberations, we will need to go and ensure that we sleep with them there, so that we know exactly what is inserted and how by night some powers will not come to take it out. Because you know the INEC Coalition Center is where is the shrine of rigging. At night when men sleep, and then by 3 a.m. you announce results. So Nigerians, I'm also beginning my vote must count mandate. We are going around the country and the markets to see how we can mobilize Nigerians, plug the loopholes to the Electoral Act. Electronic technology must be compulsory, then mobilize to protect your vote on the day of election, then turn your eyes on the judiciary to ensure that the judiciary does not become a weapon fashioned against Nigeria and the last hope of the uncommon man.
Thank you very much. It's my pleasure